Tell me when it goes. Tell me when it goes. Tell me when we laugh. Come, shoot on me. Shoot on me. We good? And welcome to the show. Welcome to the Wednesday show. This is Josh, and I am joined today by
Chris
and Jose Cook, the funny bartender.
Hey, it's Cooks with an S, man. Come on, man. Thank you.
Jose Cooks.
You said Cook.
Did I?
Yeah.
Jose
I
Cooks.
know. Look, I listen for the S. I
My
know
bad,
when somebody
dude.
leaves the S off.
My bad.
I'm about to hulk up now. I'm so
because
upset.
he's cooking multiple meals.
Maybe I did cuss last night.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, so we did a beta test last night umpiring. Okay. We had Columbiana on, and we were deciding we're going to record because you hear everyone's opinion about the umpires, but you never hear the umpire's side of it, right? So
That's true. That's very true.
We recorded ourselves
So
umpiring.
last night everything changed.
Dude, their minds were blown.
Really?
They thought they asked,
Right.
"Hey, are you guys? Who are you talking to?
Who are you talking to? I'm like, oh, him.
talking to Josh?"
No. And
They
then,
said, "Are you in the CIA or what?"
yeah, they're like, you Secret Service or something? I'm like, no. He's like, I don't care. You could be listening to the game for all I care. I'm like, no, I'm talking to him. We're trying to be productive. No, but after the first half inning, the visiting team's catcher goes and tells the coach that I'm cussing back there. And I'm like,
Really?
so I walk over there. They're on the third base side. I walk over there, and he's like, my catcher says you're cussing. I'm like, never said a cuss word. I don't know what he's talking about. So I walk back to behind home plate, and their first base coach happens to be a woman. Don't know why it's relevant, but it is, so I just said it anyway. I'm talking to him. He's behind first base. I'm talking to him through a headset, and I'm saying, hey, dude, they said I cussed. I didn't say a cuss word, did I? I don't think I did.
She turned around, gave
She turned around, she said, excuse me? And I'm like, oh, I wasn't talking to you, ma'am.
talking to you.
I said, ma'am. I was being polite and everything.
She was gonna fucking slap your ass.
Oh, dude,
She's gonna slap you and
she
then
was
cry.
pissed. She was pissed.
No,
He
and
tried to touch me.
after that inning, she was walking back to the dugout. I literally wanted to bury the hatchet. I had the shovel and everything. I walked up to her and I was like, hey,
Just so you
this
know.
face, this smiley face. I was like, I really wasn't talking to you. Like, and she goes, and I'm like, oh, or not. Yeah.
But I mean, what could she get mad about? It's not like you said something offensive. You were just like, did I cuss? Like, all she had to do was be like, no.
Well, I
or,
listened to it, and I technically I did.
Would you say dickwad?
No,
not even that.
they were a constant occurrence. These kids don't know how to tie their shoe. They had another timeout for him to tie his
A
shoe,
shoe
and I said,
time.
these kids don't know how to tie their damn shoe.
But damn ain't a cuss word no more.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. It's like a thing that holds water behind it, right?
Right. That's exactly what I'd say. I mean, damn.
That's what I use my shoes for. That's what I was meaning.
Hoe and shit. Shit now.
And you can
I
say
mean-
GD too, apparently.
Apparently, that's
I don't
thing.
like
I
saying
don't
it.
like that either.
But
man.
that
I feel like
one's
I'm getting
okay.
closer to hell every time I say it.
I know.
And I pop off and say it sometimes.
Like my
just
feet start to
'cause.
warm a little
Yeah,
bit.
and I'm like, oh, man,
damn it.
it's going to be
Man,
a long
Did
way
I
down.
do that?
It's weird how
Damn it.
it tugs at your heart a little bit.
Right?
Right when you say it.
Gosh, and you start looking at the sky to make sure lightning's not coming down.
I used to date a girl that was like she would get offended by that word. Like she'd be like, "Don't say that," and I'm like, "Damn!" Like she'd tell my friends, I'm like, "Hey, relax, girl.
Easy.
He's a gangster. He's a gangster. I think he can say it. He's not going up there anytime soon. He's upset.
So I'm not ready to go anyway.
Yeah,
No.
he's not.
We're going to hang out here for a while.
Did you happen to watch that video I sent you?
I watched
If you
part
didn't,
of
it's
it.
okay.
I watched part of it, but I've been seeing like remarks about it all on social media and stuff.
And we got to talk about it. It was
I mean, the thing is,
Michelle Wolf's performance at the press correspondence dinner.
Yeah.
Mixed reviews. What did you think from what you heard?
I mean, shit. Honestly, I ain't know half the people she was talking about because I don't watch the news.
Right?
Right?
So I'm just like, because I don't.
Because you got a real life.
Yeah, because I'm not in that box of hypnotism of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like
respect
the
that.
news makes up their own stuff.
Oh, it's propaganda.
Yeah, so it's like, why even watch it? Because all I'm gonna do is get upset.
Right.
And
Well,
then
like
just
we
to find
say,
out that
you pick a side you want to believe in.
and I don't even want, because I have friends that believe both, and I'm like, and I'm cool. At the end of the day, you're a good person, so that's what I run with. Your politics, it means nothing to me, man. You know what I'm saying? Right now, all I say is I don't like Trump, and it has nothing political to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't like him because from his reality shows.
You just
and
don't
shit.
like his face.
I just don't like his face.
Right.
I don't like
Or
his
his hair.
attitude. I don't like how he talks to
His
people.
hair.
His hair, his orange skin, and that's not racist.
No.
because I don't like women with orange skin.
Right?
I tell women, I'm like, yo,
Wait a minute.
ladies,
spray
please,
on tan is
yes,
not
please
working.
do not spray tan.
Right.
I will throw water on you.
You look at you.
I will throw water on you and let it melt off. I will.
That's right.
Like spray tanning
What's
is.
that noise? Yeah,
I think he's laughing.
Oh.
over.
Nick,
it scared the
Nick's
hell out of me.
laughing.
I was like, what the
He
hell?
told me
is
to
that?
make him laugh. I guess I did. How many minutes are we into it? 3
Apparently
minutes.
it's
3
working.
minutes in.
Yeah, you look like a human
It's
traffic cone.
gonna be a long night. It's gonna be a long night. I'm a little baked too. It's gonna be a long night.
Well, it really, I honestly thought it's funny because that's what comedians do. They have them there every year and they clown to a certain extent.
Right.
And I feel like she was doing fine. And then it got awkward. She made some awkward comments.
But how long was her set? Like,
It's about 18 minutes.
18 minutes
Yeah.
of her just roasting what Republicans?
And if
Was
you
she
look at it
Democrats
that way,
and stuff too?
no, I mean she kind of touched on the other side, but don't get me wrong. And if it's the mentality of a roast, okay, it's kind of like where it should be.
Right.
You know, some of the best comedic things I've seen are like the roast where we sit down and we literally just shred people.
Well, I mean, but it's the truth hurts and it's also funny.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
if she's telling the truth,
So I got
Right.
a question for you then, okay? Being in the comedy world, okay, have you ever been in that room where your audience and you're going, I'm fixing to lay these jokes out there, and you're just pushing it out there, and the response is like,
yeah, yeah,
chirp.
yeah. The thing about some audiences, if they're majority there to see one comedian, they feel like they can only laugh at that one comedian.
Oh, yeah. They
Right.
can't, they
And
can't
it's so
comedy cheat
disrespectful.
on
Like,
them.
guys, if you go to a comedy show, just laugh. These people are working hard.
You're a starter when you're not funny.
Yeah, like, man, and then the
saving
person they
them for
come to
him.
see is corny as hell.
Right.
I'm like, you laughing at this bullshit?
Right.
I'm sorry, but it is. Fucking dumb fans. I'm sorry.
Dumb fan.
I love all
I
of you.
love y'all. though.
Yeah, that's right.
Please come to my show. I love y'all.
Stupid bastard.
I will roast you in person. I will make you feel good. People ask me to roast them at work now.
Yeah.
Like, at the bar, they're like, Jose, joking. I'm like, fuck, no.
Hey,
I'm
when I order a
working. Like, I'm
drink, let
busy
me
right
have
now.
it.
Like, I mean, the biggest thing I do at work is tell people no. It's become a habit. Can I get a water? No.
Stunting is a habit.
No.
Right.
And as I say it, I'm going to do it. You know, I'm doing it. I'm like,
right.
And the
No.
hot chick walks up and says, "Can I get your number?" You on it? No.
no.
Wait a minute.
I live the opposite lifestyle
Yeah.
now.
Right.
He has them ready. He's like, here you go.
That was an episode of Seinfeld.
What is?
George Costanza did everything the opposite way that he would normally do it, and
Right.
his life was a success.
And it worked.
Yes, everything worked. He got a job with the Yankees.
Right.
He got a girlfriend. He got his own place. Like,
like
everything
Yes Man.
happened.
I remember
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I love that show. That show
That's
was
an amazing show if you think about it. From a,
Seinfeld? Y'all
Seinfeld.
from a
Yes.
comedic standpoint, I think the thing that a lot of people don't realize about that show is that Seinfeld was actually never funny.
No.
And that was the
brilliant.
But
He's
that
just
was the whole.
brilliant.
But that was the whole.
Yeah.
The whole
Show about
premise of the
nothing.
show.
He was just brilliant.
There's two types of people on this planet. People who like Seinfeld and people who hate Seinfeld.
Right.
I love him.
I do too.
He's in my top 10.
I don't really like it.
Yeah, he's my top
Really?
10.
Yeah, but you're different.
I'm a weird person.
His stand up was okay, but he's still like you can still see his stand up from the show.
Sure.
Because like for the first few seasons, they would have bits of his stand
At the end of them all.
the
Yeah.
end or the beginning to lead into what the show is going to be about.
So you may be showing your age a little bit.
Oh, I'm 35, straight up. I don't care.
A year younger?
He is,
Yeah.
right? He is close.
Yeah,
He's a year younger than
35. I'm
He
gangsta
is
up in
real
here
close to
with this
identifying.
young looking 36-year-old over here,
Right.
babyface Nelson
Right.
Yeah, man.
up in here, straight gangsta.
But going back to the Michelle Wolf, it really, like I said, she made some like the abortion joke. I felt like
Some
was a
of
little
it
too
was
much.
hilarious.
Yeah, I agree. But then when she got into like talking,
Then you
about,
go, ooh,
yeah, when she started talking about that woman, what's her name? Trump's party.
Sarah
person?
Huckabee Sanders.
Yes, that was awkward.
Then she started talking about like, do you call her Sarah? Do you call her Sarah Huckabee? Do you call her
Yeah.
Sanders? Or do you call her cousin?
I don't know.
See, I don't even know Huckabee. Like I
Right,
know,
you don't
I know,
even know who
Huckabee,
she is,
I know
right?
Huckabee from when Cat Williams talked about Huckabee, like back in like what 2010, 2008.
Right.
I mean 208, whatever. I'm
She's
not-
the woman you see at press conferences that Trump sends
And
out
she's
there.
tough.
She's tough.
She's super
broad.
tough.
So she tough like Tipper Gore.
No,
Oh,
she's
yeah.
like
She's tougher.
She's
Different.
like she is.
I don't know
Oh,
who that
yeah.
is.
Go by
but
Nancy.
yeah.
That's Al Gore's wife.
Al Gore.
Oh, he
Chip-
invented the
She
internet.
Chipper-
used to speak out against like
Chipper
Tupac
didn't
and
take
stuff
no
back
crap.
in the day.
Oh,
She was around. She was around with C. Dolores Tucker.
Yeah, Tipper didn't take no
And
crap.
no, she didn't. She was real big on the. I think she was the one that spearheaded the printer advisory sign on records.
Yes. She actually went out against was it NWA?
NWA and
to
Two
start
Live
with,
Crew.
and Two Live Crew,
Two Live
right?
Crew,
And
yeah.
made and took all their stuff off the shelves and
Yeah.
actually made them put the
Print advisory
MA
thing, 'cause they didn't have
advisory
that at first,
label.
so people could just go.
Right.
You be a kid and just go
Right.
and get it.
I mean,
Stuff
Where,
like
where
that.
I want to go with that is, I want to flip the roles. Okay,
If somebody
it's safe to say Michelle Wolf's views are left sided.
is
And I
she
guess
is she
that-
American? Is she American?
Yeah, she's
Okay.
on the. She's a correspondent for what Roy Wood. What's that show? The Daily Show.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Need to check her out.
Let's flip it around. Okay, say she was saying all that about the left. Would they still have the same reaction?
No,
no,
of course not.
absolutely not.
Why is it that the
they're
left
embarrassed-
seems to be triggered so easy?
Because they're embarrassed. I think they're embarrassed by what she said.
I think so too.
No,
if you look at the reaction from the crowd, I think that was kind of awkward to me. Was the fact that it wasn't just it gets to a point where things are so harsh that you go, and even if you think it's funny, or even if you're on the leftist side,
Right.
okay, and you think it's funny, there's a moment where you step back and go, oh, you cringe a little bit. Go, ooh, that might have been a little too deep.
I think I misunderstood. Let me reword it because she's really not hitting that much flack. You got your conservative sites
Sure.
covering it, but I'm saying on a main broad everything. If she were to say that about the left, how would the outrage be in comparison?
Career ender.
That's the point I'm trying to make.
I mean,
Because
don't
why
get
is
me
it they
wrong.
seem to be triggered so much, and they're almost killing comedy? We've had this conversation before.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think comedy is taking a hit because people are scared to tackle certain topics?
I mean, for a moment it is, but at the same time, it's also bringing out awareness from comedians. So
Agreed.
I think that comedians are hitting more on the topics,
What's current and relevant?
what's current and relevant. So it's like, okay, if I'm offensive, at least I'm speaking on something.
right?
You know
Because
what I'm
some
saying?
people can
'Cause people
they
get
do it
offended
so
about anything.
flawlessly.
Yeah. And it almost like it incites their genius, that creative genius about them, where I'm gonna go here and not be offensive. I'm gonna try my best, but I'm gonna hit this, so I'm gonna open people's minds up. I think Dave Chappelle has shown that a lot.
He's
a prime
He's the
example.
king of it.
Yeah, like he drops facts in
Right.
between his jokes, and
And
he
I don't-
turns those facts into jokes themselves. And
Right.
It's like, oh man, but I just got.
Well, you
I
know
just
my
got
love for
learned.
Dave Chappelle, but
Yeah.
I don't think times have changed at all. I just think that
No,
mainstream people give that say you perform for thousands of people, you get 4 people that are offended and outraged.
Those
They
are
give
great
those-
numbers.
Right.
I'm cool with that.
They give.
Right.
We live in a time now that mainstream people give those 4 people a platform, and it
That's-
makes it
and I
seem
think
like
that's
it's
what
an
it is.
outrage.
And that's just people being victims, playing
Right.
victims
Yeah.
because it's easy.
Right.
You know,
And
they're
the
taking the easy
victim
way out.
mentality is
It
killing
is.
it.
It's
everything.
It's what Puff Daddy, Diddy, P Dotty, Bada, whatever his name
Whatever
is.
his duty is today.
He called that bitch assness,
Right.
and bitch assness is real.
Yes, it is.
Just like blue balls, ladies, stop playing. But yeah, bitch assness is for real, and so
we
It
got
is definitely
the
real.
giggler producer type guy.
Producer type guy's not here today.
He's not here today.
we got a stand in. He's
Stand in.
giggling. Giggling son of a bitch.
But yes, on that note, blue balls are real, ladies. If you get your man hard, just help him out.
Yeah.
If you don't want him to put it in, just jerk it or something.
It could kill you.
It can.
That's based
It
off
hurts.
scientific facts I
It
just made
hurts.
up.
If
Ladies,
nothing else, it makes it hard to walk.
It's so hard to walk. And mine don't even turn blue because I'm black. So it's like
Yeah, how's that?
they just hurt.
I was going to ask you
I
how
just
that
know what they're
works.
called.
Yeah.
I just know what they're called.
Why
They
are
hurt.
they called? No,
What-
seriously.
yeah,
Why
why
are they
is
called
that?
blue balls?
Is it a blood thing?
Right. If someone had
think-
one so bad that it
I
actually
think
was
I've
blue?
seen some things that have been like exploding
that's
testicles
scary.
or testicles that have been backed up and stuff. It's real, ladies. Semen needs to be ejaculated. Stop playing with us guys. Just let us do it.
Okay, you mentioned you're not a Trump supporter, right?
No, I'm not.
I'm going to test you here because I was talking to him about this earlier, and it kind of separates the two, the peeps. All bullshit aside, I understand. I don't like him as a person. He seems like a dick.
Let me sip my non-racist Starbucks real quick.
I was going to say,
Black guy.
What do you think about that?
Dude, there's a
You think that was
$2
bullshit?
settlement. The $2
you know what?
settlement,
$2 settlement?
right?
I'm gonna say this. Starbucks is closing for a day for racism.
Awareness.
No, it's not
sensitivity
sensitivity
training.
training. Right.
All of them are going to close down for racism.
What are they going to say?
sensitivity training.
Hey, don't be a dick to black people.
Basically, what they're going to start doing is they're going to start putting in mixtapes.
Right.
They're going to be putting in fucking mixtapes.
It's going to look like one of
In the
those Indian
Starbucks,
restaurants.
it's gonna be crazy. They're gonna be more black baristas
Right.
getting up at 5 a.m. working. They're gonna employ everyone. It's gonna be Mexican baristas. It's gonna be all kinds of people up there now. And Starbucks is gonna turn into Walmart.
It's going to suck.
I'm telling you. Let these white people be what they are, man. Look,
The service is on point.
Real shit. Like, look, it started in Seattle, Washington. It's like a handful of black people in Seattle, Washington. My brother
They all play for
included.
the Seahawks.
They play
Right.
for the Seahawks and our veterinarians. My brother lives in Seattle, Washington. Well, shout out to Giuseppe Cooks up
His
in
name's
here.
Giuseppe. That is the coolest name I've ever heard.
Yeah,
Isn't that cool? I like the way it sounds.
Awesome. It rolls
Yeah,
off the tongue.
it does.
Giuseppe.
He a little pimp too. He's married. He's married with 2 beautiful kids and everything. But he was a pimp back in the day. He was a player. He had red hair.
I feel
He
like
had
you
red
have
hair.
to say Giuseppe.
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 Oh, Giuseppe.
I like it.
Giuseppe Cooks.
So he was a cooks.
I've been
Yeah.
looking for my my first boy's name, and Giuseppe.
Was Bacon
I like
pregnant?
that.
Is that what you're saying? You
No,
dropping-
no.
Okay, I was about to say you dropping hints
He was
right
like, I
now.
was like, that's crazy news.
Oh, live. She's no, I was playing. It's just
I'm still fit. I'm still trying to get her on Wolfgang.
oh.
She won't get into it. I'm like, dude, I'm sure there's a pie chart somewhere that tells you that everyone
This
named
is what you
Wolfgang
should
is
do.
successful. It's out there. It's
Either
got to be.
successful or crazy.
One of the two.
One of the two.
Right.
I know there's a
That's
lot
right.
of inmates in the
a
psych
hit or
wards
miss.
named Wolfgang.
Pick your poison.
I'm a wolf. Yeah. Like, you never know. Like somebody just
Hey, there's a
kids are mean these days. You gotta understand
That
that.
is
But
true.
also there are kids' names that are like important. Like not describing their name. Their name is literally important.
What do you mean?
Their name is IMPORTANT.
No,
Important.
You could,
Yes.
there's actually there's like a list of like 20 or 30 names that you're not allowed to name your kid.
What's that?
Listerine
Right? Okay.
with a Y.
Right? Okay. But what you can name your kids, and people's names today, I'm like, what are you
There's
doing?
someone named hashtag. No
Like
bullshit.
you can tell.
That's
you
what
can
I'm
tell
saying. I mean,
generations. You can tell people's generation. Like somebody's name, Ethel, Irma,
Right.
Bethel,
They're
anything like
56.
that. They old as hell.
Yeah,
You know
that's
anybody
why I
that's named
named my
something
car.
traditional like John, Dave. You know what I'm saying? They in our
Josh.
age and shit. Then you got fucking microphone fiend the third. Like how you the third? Like who the fuck named microphone
Right.
fiend in the
third
50s?
time.
Like what the
Right.
fuck?
There is no first or
you can't
second.
just put-
They
you can't
literally
put,
named
like-
him the third.
You can't put little suffixes at the end of your name just for the hell of it. You
Why
gotta
not?
earn that shit.
Esquire.
I'm the second because I was named after Jose Cooks the first.
Right.
Real shit. I earned it. I ain't no junior. I'm the second.
I'm the fourth because
see?
that's my favorite
There you
number.
go. Man, see.
I'm not the fourth.
He's not a fourth.
My dad's a junior though.
But 4 is my favorite number too, though. Real talk.
It's not my favorite number.
Well, it's my favorite number. Shoot.
It is what it is. I forgot where we spun off on this. No, Trump. Okay, you don't like him. I don't like him as a person, but he's getting shit done.
Just dick face, man.
It's safe to say he's getting this shit done, and a lot of
He
it's
is.
not being covered. And I get he might have some crap with that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about his obvious urge to cut out pedophilia and some other stuff. What he said he's doing, and another thing, he's the moon. He wants to go to the Mars. What happens if he makes half of what he's claimed?
He ain't gonna have long enough time. I'm telling
You
you.
think?
Like,
But you know-
he's guaranteed. He's every day, every time he steps on the microphone and opens his mouth, he is guaranteeing that he's not gonna get reelected.
Don't take this wrong. That's unless Kanye runs.
Man, fuck Kanye West real quick.
Dude, are you talking about? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
okay?
but I mean, but at the same time, they don't show the full video of
are y'all talking
Kanye.
about?
Agreed.
Kanye's
Okay.
rant on TMZ because I saw the whole video and he went
I
and
did
apologized
too.
to the guy.
Yeah,
and
and
they
he
talked,
did, and
they
I think it was a
hugged.
little bit misunderstood.
Time out. I don't
But-
know what's going on.
Kanye West basically he's been going on a rant. Kanye, first off, Kanye's got 2 albums dropping in June.
Well, that's
one
the-
on,
that's the-
one on
that's the
June
whole kicker.
1st and one on June 8th. The one on June 8th is an album with Kid Cudi. Both albums are supposed to be amazing because he's worked real hard on these albums. Now, in the past 3 to 4
3
days,
to 4 days, he
has gotten back on Twitter. He has supported Trump fully. He's got a Make America Great Again hat he's rocking. He's got pictures with him and Trump. He's like, I love Trump. All to the point where like his peers are saying,
They're pissed.
dude, stop, like quit.
Spike Lee's gotten in
Spike
on
Lee,
it.
John Legend, Jay-Z.
Jay-Z's in.
You know what I'm
on
saying?
it.
Like they're all like, yo, relax. Like, what is wrong with you? So then he goes to TMZ. Was it this morning or yesterday?
It was yesterday.
It was yesterday. He goes to TMZ and he's like live on their show, and he's like, yeah, basically,
He's sitting in their studio.
people in their studio. He's like, people chose slavery. You know, black people chose slavery.
It was a
slavery
choice.
is a choice. You know, slavery just means black people, but they made a choice because there's a whole bunch of them. They could have easily not done it.
Based on the numbers,
numbers,
it was
but
a
it was
conscious
like-
decision.
But it was the mentality. It had nothing to do with the numbers because they were brought from their natural
Right.
habitat to something that they weren't even ready for.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And these people that came and got them, just like, yeah,
Okay,
this is
I
what
think I
you
saw
gonna do.
headlines, never clicked it.
Yeah, so you know, Kanye's being just Kanye right now, but that album better be freaking classic.
gonna be fire,
Well, and I'm gonna tell you, I love what Will.i.am said about it. He said, "If this is really how you feel and all, then drop it for free. Give it to everybody.
Yeah.
You know, and don't get this wrong.
There's
Okay?
a Kanye was like, shut the hell
Look,
up.
anybody who's involved with the Kardashians has got something a little twisted about them.
Yeah,
Right.
of course.
I
and
mean,
I hate
One
that
of them's not
because
even a
he's
guy anymore.
because he's a Chi-Town hero. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I'm originally from Chicago, and Kanye West, like, he was like one of the biggest.
He was the
guys
bomb.
from Chicago. That I mean, I loved him like as a producer and as a rapper. And I'm just over the years, like for the most part, he still has like
He's a sellout in a way,
damn
don't
near
you think?
flawless catalog.
Do you kind of look at him as almost a sellout?
No, I look at him as being crazy.
Yeah,
I'ma tell you
right.
why.
He is crazy.
No, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Like for the longest time, Kanye was just cocky. He was cocky and confident.
Egotistical.
He
Right.
was, but he was dropping like some of the best
His
stuff.
stuff was amazing.
Then his mom died,
Right.
and his mom was his
That's
world.
how it always works.
So when his mom died, he went off. Like that's when he like crashed the stage on Taylor Swift.
Right.
You know what
right.
I'm saying? Like then he just
I
started
see what you're
just
Just
saying.
crazy
doing all kind
stuff.
of just extreme stuff because
There's
she's not
always-
here to call him
Exactly.
and talk to him and say, hey,
So, hey, you got to get your
stop.
head on straight.
And
Like
that
I'm gonna
was-
tell you straight up, his new album, he has a picture. I just found this out like on my way over here. He has a picture of the surgeon that performed the surgery on his mom that killed her.
Oh shit.
He
What?
has his picture is the album cover.
What?
And the album is called Love Something or something like basically he's like, I forgive you.
Oh, okay.
I forgive you.
Well,
But
no,
it's
I
like,
could, that I could.
Well,
that's
yeah,
all-
but I'm
that's
like,
all
but
right,
like,
though.
but I'm like,
But
yeah.
how do you put the guy on the cover? of
Like,
the
dude,
album?
like this dude, that's your mom, bro. Like
Right.
that is extreme.
There's got to be something sacred.
Like you talk to this guy personally. Don't just promote because you're just promoting the hell out of him right,
Right.
now.
Yeah,
Don't do
absolutely.
that, man. It's crazy, but
Different
win
world
some,
we
you
live in
lose some.
today. Different
Man,
world we
so
live in.
crazy. That's why I still listen to Jay-Z because he just rich.
But don't you want to be? Don't you wish you could be that crazy and still make that kind of?
that's
kind
true.
Of bling?
That's true. Like Kanye is going to profit off this crazy.
Oh, there's no
Oh,
question.
no doubt.
yeah. At the end of the day, some rich
No
motherfucker's
press
gonna
is
be
bad
like, hey,
press. But what do you think with Hey Cosby? They got that came down.
Did you see the
man.
deal? They're actually they like went out there with a freaking chisel and a grinder and took his star up
oh no, I ain't see that.
What?
off the Hollywood Hall of
Oh
Fame.
no!
Okay?
Can't
okay,
do
and
that.
look, if you're gonna do that to Cosby, then straight up, you need to do that shit to Kevin Spacey.
Right.
You need to do it to Harvey Weinstein.
All of them.
Absolutely. You know,
Roman Polanski. all of
Polanski.
them.
Oh, definitely. Polanski's still getting awards.
I know.
And to
Like, that's
me,
crazy.
We covered that last episode.
That's that reverse racism.
He admitted to giving a 13-year-old. What's
Right.
that? In-
Rooflin?
No, it's in Wolf of Wall Street. What's it called?
Oh, Quaaludes.
Quaaludes and
Right.
forcing to have sex with her in Jack Nicholson's guest room while she's screaming no, no, no. And then he gets 15 days and then leaves the country.
you know, to
And everyone
me,
forgets
though,
about it.
Like with the Cosby deal, to me though, you know, there's obviously an appeals process that's still about to go down. Okay.
Yeah.
And until the guys, you know, what happens now? Let's say we pull up his thing. They took away some kind of like awards that he's gotten over the years and all that. And now what happens if the appeals process goes through and he's acquitted?
They're basically trying
They're a
to
little
break
quick.
him down. They're trying to break him down.
The man's 80 years old.
But he's 80 years old.
Put an
and he
ankle
is-
bracelet on him.
It wasn't until he said he was going to buy NBC.
I know, right?
And that's crazy because no Cosby.
Yeah.
Cosby.
The allegations did not start. Cosby was on the fast track.
So he
had a
stepped on white people's toes?
But he had a Netflix special coming out.
Yeah.
He had another show coming out on NBC. It's
crazy how that works, right?
Right. He was like, I'm going to buy NBC because he had that much money. I mean, Cosby's rich as hell.
And super smart.
And that's why these
Ridiculous
trials.
smart.
Yeah.
That's what pudding pops and sweaters will
You
do
know
to
what
you.
I'm saying?
So okay, this may be a little wrong. Okay, but have y'all seen the the little picture says instead of Jello, it's J-O.
J-O.
Right?
I saw that too.
I thought that was pretty funny in a way.
I saw something.
I think I put one up that said they were putting me in jail.
Pudding,
They had
right.
the pudding pop. I was like, oh man, that's fucked up.
I mean, if you think of it, though, the guy's going to spend, what, he's got 10 years for each count. There's only 3 accounts, and he's 80 years old now.
That's
Cosby's
a life
not.
sentence.
I'm gonna tell you.
Is he going to die in prison?
No, he's not. He's gonna die before prison.
I-
he's gonna do
you
like
know?
he's gonna do like Joe Paterno.
I say
Yeah.
he disappears.
No, he ain't even gonna do that.
No,
Philly,
he's gonna
Philly,
die, but he's gonna go hang out somewhere and die.
Philly, he's gonna be right in Philly.
So, and
Philly loves
okay,
Cosby.
so your opinion on the whole deal. I mean, you know, of course, if you understand what happened, you know, the first trial, there was one person that was allowed to testify.
Right.
It's a hung jury. Nothing's happened. Okay, they bring it back to trial. Now all of a sudden they allow 5 or 6 more people to testify. You know, and don't get me wrong, I am so against the principle of what has happened. Okay, but don't you? Isn't there a side of you that says, you know, is he really guilty? Are these people looking for the 15 minutes of fame?
This is my thing. Like, the amount of people that have come out against him, I mean, it was like close to 40.
Right.
Close to 40 counts. Even when you break that down in a fraction, he had to have done something
Agreed.
to somebody.
Agreed.
Now, during the trial, you got famous people that made allegations against him that were retracting their statements. So it's like, pay attention to this too. Like, are y'all not seeing any? You know, of course,
Right.
I guess the jury can't look at current headlines while, you know, being appointed to the jury. So
Surely they're sequestered at this point, and they're not allowed to see what's actually.
So they don't know until
Right.
they get out and stuff like that. But I mean, at the end of the day, do I think he did it? Yes.
I feel like when it gets
I
to
do.
that level, it has to be somewhat
like I said,
true.
40 people, you know, even a tenth.
But like what Joe
but is there
Rogan
not-
said, was that more common back in the day?
It was.
a lot
Right.
more people doing
Yes.
it.
All like I said, I mean, it was probably a whole bunch of them doing. Like I mean,
He's
if they-
just the one that's been brought to the
he
forefront.
took that step and said, "I want to be the supreme Negro.
And that's where
I want to own
flipping
a
Jimmy.
channel. I want to own a channel that's already
Yeah.
been owned by." Like Oprah did it right. She made her own.
she did
channel.
her own thing.
She was
No
a
doubt.
billionaire and made her own channel. They couldn't stop her from that.
Harpo.
Yeah. She got her own production company.
Absolutely.
Own TV channel, everything. You know what I'm saying? Own magazine. Like, she did it right.
But
And
don't you
respectful.
wonder?
Y'all wanna
Don't
know
you wonder
something?
sometimes though when you hear these people who come forward, and it's not just with Cosby, it's like Weinstein and all these people. Don't you look at some of these people and go, isn't it interesting to me that these are the people who weren't like the ultra successful people? These are the people who were in that industry.
Mm-hmm.
They did their best to do whatever they could. And let's be honest for just a second, guys. Okay, don't you feel like that? They're at the moment they were trying to forward their careers.
To like by having sex with them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
let's
yeah.
be
That
real
casting
about
couch
what's
is
happening,
real.
right?
That casting
the
couch is
casting
real.
couch is absolutely
Yeah,
happening.
it's not
okay?
just a porno thing. It's real.
Right.
It's derived based on actual events.
And had they been successful, and they were one of the household names that we all think
But
about.
this is the crazy thing. Like, you see the successful ones even coming out and saying,
Now
like,
they
"Oh,
are.
Harvey Weinstein." Like, girl, you got Academy Awards.
They make
Shut
you
up.
millions of dollars, right?
You ain't said nothing. You've been married to a playboy for 20 years. He ain't saying
And it was
nothing.
all good 10 years
Yeah,
ago.
right. All good. Y'all was posing in pictures and stuff.
'Cause
So
those
I mean,
checks
just
were
like
coming.
if it's really like, I'm against all of that, all
Absolutely.
that sexual abuse and everything.
No
I don't
doubt.
support it at all. I don't support people that do it. But if it's affecting you that much, ladies, say something from the beginning.
Yes.
Don't sit on it because you're only hurting yourself
Yeah.
in the long run.
And your
Even-
credibility.
Yeah, because when you come out that long, they're like, okay, you don't have that sympathy effect.
Right.
If you come out immediately, you're going to have that sympathy effect and then rush to urgency, and people are going to jump on it
That's true.
immediately.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if you're like, 15 years later, like,
But some
it
of
hurts
these
so
are
much,
some
like,
of this is 30 and 40 years.
like, you've been sitting on this for that long?
Right.
You got kids and grandkids,
Yes.
and now you just want to say, come on, because you got a whole bunch of people to
Dude,
think
I'm
about
52
now.
years old. I couldn't tell you what I did when I was 21 years old.
I know what I did when I was 21 years
I
old.
probably did. Yeah, but you aren't that old. I mean, I know what I
drank
did too.
beer.
I did. I drank a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Now I saw one clip. It said, "Here's a scene that didn't age well with Cosby." He's talking about his barbecue sauce.
Right.
That was awesome. That's an awesome scene, by the way.
I loved
It
it.
is.
I'm like, he wrote that
His kid
shit.
starts eating it. and
All
he's like,
of them, all of them
steals it
paired
from-
off of their husbands and wives, just like making out at the picnic table.
I need to get some of that.
And he's putting on like the moves on Claire, like, I got some upstairs on the dresser.
Come on, honey.
Come on, give me some of the pudding and I'll give you the sauce.
I still think they need to have that reality show with him and OJ.
I'm telling you, man. Black people are embarrassed right now
Why?
because of O.J. Simpson and Bill Cosby.
Yeah, okay. I forgot to look that up when you said that last time, saying he came out and
literally admitted to killing.
But that's
Is that
not
real?
He did it on TV.
Yeah,
He did it on TV.
And not just that.
Is it statutes of limitations? He can't.
He knew that. Okay, and the other thing that got me is like he went back in and like stole all his memorabilia from that house and everything.
That's what he got caught.
That's what he's actually in jail for.
Stealing his own
right,
stuff.
And you know they threw the book at him.
Sure.
Well,
they had to because they was like, shoot, you beat us on this murder charge. You ain't
Right.
You are not getting away with.
You got to pay OJ.
You went and took a football back.
And he paid, and now he back out, and he tearing them white girls up.
It's funny though because I saw a thing too. Is that like he said originally when he got out of prison he was going to like go back to live in Florida, and everybody in Florida was like, well, we don't want him here.
Yeah, nobody wants OJ. Like, you don't want OJ living with you.
I'll hang out with OJ.
You know what? I would have.
Do you think Ford should hire him to do some ads?
Dude, I'm telling you, that commercial would be baller, dude.
The White Explorer?
Jake's image, man, of that, where it starts at the feet of someone walking, getting into the Bronco, and you show some Italian racing
The glove hits the floor.
You don't know who it is, and then it pans up, and you see OJ driving a white Bronco.
Dude,
that would be
so
epic.
disrespectful.
I know, but you know it would sell some Fords.
Oh my gosh, like the Ford to be the highest selling car
I'd buy one tomorrow
in the history.
Right? I want a White Explorer.
I at least one just for the hell of it.
So what about Kim Jong-un in Korea, dude?
Hey man, you know what, man? Shout out to Korea, like for real quick, not being a communist or anything like that, but I just want to give finding peace within themselves. I mean, that's hard.
A big deal.
That's hard beefing with a country that's on the same land as you.
We're talking about we're talking about a war that's been going on since the early 40s.
Like that's a long time. Like that's equivalent to the Berlin Wall coming down.
Absolutely.
I remember that as a kid and didn't realize how big a deal it was. I remember when it came. I remember watching it on TV, but not even realizing how deep that story was until I got older.
Right. And you know what, that QAnon and all the stuff, all the theories and conspiracy theories or whatever, that's QAnon, apparently someone with high security clearance that's on 4chan leaking some stuff to storms about to come and all this stuff. And you look at it and you're like, okay, all these things keep happening. The largest sex trafficking ring gets busted. This guy gets busted. This guy gets busted. North Korea and South Korea have peace for the first time in X amount of years. Do you think it's all coincidence? Like, it's starting to kind of patch itself together.
And I've always said this too, and you and I talked about it not too long ago. It's odd to me. It's like these movies come out, and it's about what's actually happening, and in regards to the topic, it's almost like they're just trying to prepare the American public for what's about to happen or what has happened.
It's definitely secret messages in certain movies.
Yeah.
I mean, it's usually the crappiest movies.
Right.
Like, I'm telling y'all straight up.
Sharknado.
People, man, I was just about to say Sharknado. I was just about to say that, man. Y'all watch out. Them sharks is on the move.
It's gonna happen.
Which one? There's 5 of them, bitches.
I can't believe there's 5 of them.
Did that the craziest thing? And the guy's signing on for over. And
but you know what's crazier?
The guy from 90210.
Yeah,
what's his name?
Ian
Ziering.
You know what's even crazy, though? Sci-Fi Channel is known for having the worst special effects in movies and the crappiest movies, and they still produce. They just pounding
them out day and
I'm like, who in the hell is watching these movies?
It's because they're spending like $25 on them.
Man, those movies are horrible. Like Alaboa. Like
Tremors,
what? An alligator and a
12.
boa together.
They filmed it with an iPhone 4.
Right. I was like, what the hell? Coming soon on the iPhone 10.
Well,
Sharknado 6.
Have you seen Birdemic?
Man, I ain't watching none of that shit. Man.
Right?
If it's got an animal in it, I'm sorry. Like I'm out of the age range of like caring about animals as far as like being in
Careful,
Hollywood.
Peter will be calling us.
Whoa,
you know what,
bro.
Hey, with my silk mink draws on right now. Balls feeling great because they ain't blue.
Everything's soft. That's what I'm talking about.
Everything. I got some. Look, this is a joke that I had like worked on, and I'm about to start putting on stage. I'm gonna give y'all a preview of it real quick.
All right, word.
Basically, I talk about like how like mink is like really expensive, and you got certain animals that are like higher.
Oh yeah,
up
it's like grade
and
A.
stuff like that. But I'm like, if you think about it, I know a skin that would be like the most expensive in the world, and that would be like animal ball skin.
Oh, shoot, yeah.
Like, think about it, because you only get it from the males, right?
Right.
So, and ball skins could be big and they could be little. So you gotta get like certain.
So how many
ball
does it
skin.
take to make
so
that
it's
coat?
like it's like yo, like oh my gosh, that's a nice watch band you got. It was like yo, check this out.
I got that testes band.
It's
This
like
is
ball skin
this is
boots.
anaconda ball skin.
Right, ball skin
Killed
boots.
about 400 of them for this. How much did it cost?
Hey, let's start it, dude.
5 million. You know what I'm saying? Like
Let's do
purse.
it.
price would be awesome. And it'll be like big game hunters. Like got this elephant ball skin for you. Don't do it, guys.
I love
Look,
that.
guys, do not. I repeat, do not go getting ball skin from animals because you heard me say it. Stop it.
Right.
Don't do it yet.
I'm already
Wait for me to be on TV.
Don't try to sit home. He's a trained professional.
I'm going to do it. Are you looking for the camera?
No,
You're right here.
no. I was looking at the Super Troopers. Yeah, you went and saw it, didn't you?
No, we
Oh,
had
you
I have an autograph signed.
and
but-
again,
Like
that's
they were
another
giving
one of
those away at the
things.
movie theater, and they had like a stack of them. I'm like, ain't nobody seen this shit. Like it's
The funny thing is, I had a conversation with somebody the other day talking about how you have to be in the right mood to go see those kind of movies, okay? Because they're terrible. Let's be honest.
right. But
Okay?
but
But everybody has a free poster,
right, because they know that.
I'm a sucker for a deal.
right?
I feel you, but my thing is, I love those guys. The Broken Lizards,
How
they're
can you
awesome
not?
guys. But I feel like they missed out on a prime opportunity if they would have put out Pot Fest.
Well, they
Right.
teased it. They teased it.
But I mean, since it was 420, they
Sure.
teased it like back in the day, so they could have done that.
Yeah.
Instead of doing Super Troopers 2 and then
Yeah.
tease Super Troopers 2. through
Hold
Pot
off
Fest.
on it.
Because you got
Right.
Pot Fest on 420, which is on a Friday. That's very rare. Very rare.
Right.
Very rare.
On a Friday night.
On a Friday night. Oh my God. Like, I'm not high every Friday night, but I'm just saying.
That
I was
night,
extra. I was
That's
extra.
extra
Like I went
special,
into
right?
work. I went into work and like just put my hands on the bar. I was like, guys,
I'm good.
give me a minute.
still in
I
a
was like,
comatose.
It's all good.
I was like, it's 420. I was like, everybody that comes in here is gonna be like me, but just give me a second.
It's definitely a mellow
I
day
said,
at work.
I've put 3 in the air by myself.
That's right.
Yes.
you're on another planet.
And I was like, I just smoked one in the car on the way to work.
I
on
got-
280. I was puffing.
That was definitely a morning for a wake and bake.
Oh yes, I wake and baked. I woke and boke. That's like,
Oh, is that the past tense?
That's past tense. I'm an English major, so that's a past tense. I woke and boke.
Dude, hear this. Hear
What
this. I hate when I say that.
That's my new thing right there.
What?
you do
Woke
today?
and boke.
Well, I woke and boke. Hey, what? I woke and boke.
Don't worry about
That's
it.
yesterday.
Past
Yeah.
tense of wake and bake. You know.
Oh, okay. That's
Woke
a
and
new
boke.
thing.
You know what I'm saying?
Hear this, though. I got accused of being homophobic
By,
the other day.
by a gay person or a straight person?
This
Because that
girl-
depends. That depends. That
This
makes a difference.
H-
It does make a difference.
It does make a difference.
I don't know what she was. She looked like
Oh,
she might be a
shit.
barista or somewhere.
He said
Well, no, they
he
had
she
these-
is. There you go, homophobe.
They had these
This-
two-
Right? Obviously, she was
I don't know
right.
what she is.
Yeah, I don't know. I might even be misclassifying her gender, but they had these two homies. They're making out, so I made a face. Like,
I got to ask the question. So where were you?
I was just out and about.
What
Like
does
where?
that and about
What area?
mean?
What
I mean,
area of-
it makes a difference whether it was in Walmart or
Yeah,
Starbucks.
because if it was in
or-
Walmart, everybody looks crazy.
right?
I think I
Because it's
was,
just like, what the fuck are they wearing?
I think I was
But
about
I'm sorry.
I think I was about to walk into Nukes, and
Okay.
bro.
A little something upscale.
Dude, hey, you can't be looking at people
Hot.
crazy.
We're,
Hot.
we're talking about
Well, no,
we're
like-
talking about 280.
Lunch for two at
in
Nukes is
Mountain Brook.
$22.50.
Yeah,
Yo, they
it-
kiss my ass.
it is what it is. I was paying for myself. But anyway, so she looked at me, and I'm like, what? And she's like, you're homophobic. I'm like, no, I'm not.
She said that to your face?
Yeah. I'm
Really?
like, no, I'm not. What makes me homophobic? I'm sure if those two dudes saw me and some other girl looking, they wouldn't tickle their fancy.
Oh, so it was two dudes kissing, but
Yeah.
the chick said that you were.
yeah, because I was
Oh.
like,
Oh, no, that's
So
weird.
was the chick gay? Could you
I don't
tell?
know.
by
I guess
looking
you
at
have to
her?
assume that.
Josh, could you tell by looking at her?
Maybe.
Was she gay? No.
Hold on, we're about to find out the real answer to the question.
she wasn't butch, if that's what you're asking.
wasn't butch?
Oh,
No.
Well, you can't
But
tell
she did-
nowadays. Somebody's got to play the female.
Yeah, you
Right.
can.
I don't-
You can tell. You can tell.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying somebody's got to play the
You
female.
gotta watch them eat an ice cream cone.
Well, like I said, it
Okay,
looked
well,
like
that is a tell-off.
Yeah.
like I said, it looked like she might be a barista at Starbucks or something. But
She can go both ways.
yeah, it was on the fence. Well, I was like I said, if I saw some really big dude eating a sandwich and he had mustard rolling down his chin, I'd make the same face. I'd look away.
He probably vomit on himself too.
Yeah, like,
It's nasty. Like just
it's just
it
not
gets
my
caught
cup
up.
of tea.
It gets caught up in between
So-
the second and third chin, and it just
Right.
stays right
So
there.
what was that? What'd that face look like?
Like, Like you're just turned off. It's two dudes.
I just look away. Look, like I'm not gonna lie. I'm a typical guy. Like I don't mind seeing women kissing each other,
and I'm okay with all that.
And
but
I'm cool with it. Like I have best
Walmart.
friends that are gay. I have
Me too.
family members that are gay. Like I have no problem with it at all.
But you prepare yourself.
But
I
I'm
turn the
prepared for
corner. What I'm thinking of a roasty
They
sandwich.
ain't something like you know what I'm saying like booty popping.
Yeah, that's like could I get
stuff.
a double quarter pounder with cheese and not that?
Yes. I order my roast beef sandwich.
Right.
I turn the corner to go fill up that
We're talking
ginormous
a French
bucket
dip.
of drink
Somebody
they get.
like, look, I'm just telling you right now, I'm getting a roast beef sandwich because it looks like a vagina.
Right?
Yeah.
You know what I like. You know what I like. I'm gonna eat the hell out of this.
Everything's
roast
in a
beef.
bun. It's all good.
Yep. Booty and veg.
Yeah. So last time we talked to you, you were coming off a little hiatus. How's the stand up going now?
It's going good. The past month, I have been hitting the road hard. Going to Opelika
Oh my gosh.
and Chattanooga.
I love Chattanooga.
Performing out there. May 11th, next Friday, I'll be at the start on
Any new cities?
open mic.
When?
May 11th, next Friday.
I'll be there, bro.
Next Friday, bro.
Friday, start on.
Next Friday, 7:30.
I got it. I'm gonna
Y'all
do
come
it.
through, man. Y'all come through and holler
We'll
at me.
come. We'll come.
I got to
Y'all
do
come
open
holler
mic,
at me,
dude.
man.
That's my last step. To
Last
get
step?
overcome my fears.
That'd be nice. I'd like to see that.
I do too, man.
I've been working on some
But
shit.
don't do it on this one, man,
I
because this is
won't
like
do
my
it.
comeback. Like
I'm
this,
not doing it.
Like this,
I'm
gonna
not
tell you,
prepared.
I'm gonna tell you why
I
this
know
show.
you ain't worried about Josh showing you up.
No, not that. I'm gonna tell you why this show is special. This show is gonna be really special because it'll mark 2 months after my dad passed away,
Right.
like to the day. So I'm like, I got to do it for him
I hear you.
in his memory.
So, and not to get sappy or anything, but it's kind of funny. It's one of those things, and I'm pretty sure you're probably like this too. My dad passed away 8-9 years ago, and it's one of those things where you feel like you learn more from him after they're gone.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Does that make
You
sense?
start
Oh yeah,
thinking back
yeah. You
on
start
things.
thinking about stuff. You're like, oh, that's what you meant by that.
Right, and you go, God, he was actually
Yeah,
smart.
and then random memories just start popping up in my head. Like,
Right.
I don't even like.
So, are
search
you
for it.
finding a way to use that?
Yeah,
You know,
definitely.
can you
That's
remember good enough about the funny times to bring it into your show?
Yeah, like he was there from day one
Sure.
with my comedy. Like he was at
Right.
the first show, he was at several shows. I've made jokes about him.
Right.
He's helped me write some jokes and stuff. So it's definitely
That's a feel good moment.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
That's
definitely,
awesome. And you said that was the 11th. That's a Friday.
11th
You
is a
said
Friday night,
Friday night.
7:30. Guys, start on Comedy Club.
Nice.
Look, and I'm in the Broadway room. Don't go up in there and tell me I'm on the main stage because I ain't up there yet. Not saying I haven't been on the main stage. I've been on there several times, but
you're working your way back.
I'm working my way back into it. Into
And
my
not even
home.
that, folks. Just remember,
into my
sometimes the
home.
main stage ain't the best stage.
You're right.
Oh, yeah.
It basically whatever stage I'm on is the best
That's
stage.
right.
Hashtag true.
Hashtag.
I'm not talking to you. Hashtag
Trizu.
wherever you are in the world.
But hashtag shout out to you for having that name and rocking it because before you were born, the hashtag was a pound sign. I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
See, I remember that. when
Tic-tac-toe board. It was a tic-tac-toe board.
It was an
It was-
unused button on the telephone.
You never pushed the pound except if you wanted to talk to an operator. You didn't even push 0. You pushed
And
the pound.
don't you feel like the little asterisk on the other side
What
has gotten
hell,
the short
star?
end of the stick?
Star. It's not star. It's asterisk.
Right?
Like star.
But it's meant nothing.
Star 69 though. Yes.
Oh, it
had
did.
a run.
Oh,
It had
that
a
was
run.
the coolest
Star
thing,
six,
too.
Star 6-7.
Star
Do you remember
6-7,
that?
Star 69. Because
That-
you could
that
block.
was-
You could block people.
You could
with,
block people or find out who called you.
Yep. Before the
Well,
call.
you
Caller
can block.
ID.
You can block
You
people.
used to be able to block people.
But
you
in a
block
way,
people?
though, it's got
it was some code that you put in, and it'll take you to like this menu.
What?
Yeah, and you could
I
just like say,
forgot
I want to
about
block.
that.
I want to block that number.
That's
my mom,
crazy.
'cause my mom used to block numbers all the time from telemarketers.
My mom used to block me.
Mm-hmm. My mom cop blocked me once.
Right? But don't you feel like though that the star or the asterisk, whatever you want to call it, it's kind of getting the short end of the deal because
Now it is,
like
man.
hashtag is now a thing.
Hashtag took over the whole like phone
Everything.
pad. Like
Right?
it's better than all numbers and everything. Like if you
said
put a
that.
hashtag in a number, it won't even come up as
And
like
they
a
go,
selectable
"What is
thing.
that?"
Yeah, but like, what the hell?
You have to write out the word of the
Right.
number. That's like damn. Like fuck.
Hashtag ONE.
Yeah, like oh man,
Oh,
what
that's
what is this
something.
word?
I use
Like,
hashtags in like verbal sentences. I'm like hashtag.
I know, isn't
YOLO.
that crazy how it's come along, right?
I
Hashtag-
guarantee you, in the next 20 years, English books are going to start teaching kids how to do appropriate hashtags.
Right?
Oh,
So
no doubt.
that's gonna replace like cursive.
They're done.
Oh,
with-
cursive is done.
It's over.
Cursive is
So,
over with.
How
This
many
is my
times did
question.
you hear from elementary when you get in middle school? All you're going to do is write in cursive. When you
used to
get in
hear that.
high school, all you're going to do is write in cursive. When you get in college, all you get.
But you
I
know
never
what?
wrote in cursive.
I did.
Yeah, but I mean,
I did.
here's my thing
well, I know
about
that's
that.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
While we were doing it,
Right. It was.
So how do you sign? Like, if these kids can't even sign their name, okay?
Well, no, that's the only thing I know how to do now.
Everything requires a signature.
They're gonna print in hieroglyphics. That's what they're gonna do.
And just put some little
fingerprint.
They gonna,
little
basically.
zip after it?
I mean, think about it. Think about how the iPhone
That's
is
common.
now.
You're right.
Thumbprints. Like just
Retinal
unlock your
scans,
stuff. Retinal scan, stuff that's
yeah.
on you, so you don't have to sign stuff, which is stupid.
Or
Right.
you have most things
But
are
safe. It's stupid, but safe.
9 times out of 10, if you're signing contracts and stuff, it's all on computer and you electronically
Now it is,
sign.
yeah.
You know,
And what is an electronic signature?
you just
Nothing.
click
Nothing.
Right?
and it writes your
You
name
put in
for
some
you.
Because I
DS
can-
numbers and you just say, I'm this person. I
you
can
just-
electronically sign the most random person out there and get a loan approved or something like that. I don't
And I
trust
know y'all
electronic
seen it.
signatures either.
Y'all
No.
seen the verification thing that comes up and it says, "Please retype this set of letters and numbers," and you can't freaking make
CAPTCHA?
any
Well,
sense
that's
of
to
it.
make sure. That's to make sure you're not a robot.
Yeah, but you can't make sense of it.
No, you can't.
I
You
saw
have to do it like
something-
3 or 4 times.
I saw something.
If you can't read this one, try the next one.
I'm illiterate. I can't read nothing.
I saw something that said, "Do you ever wonder why Facebook doesn't have that?" And it showed like Zuckerberg poking his head around because apparently he's either a robot or a reptilian overlord.
Oh, that's right. He is the overlord,
Yeah, he is. He's a snake person from the people from the
but a wealthy snake person.
center of the earth, journey to the center of the earth. The lizard people that were in that movie. That's what Mark Zuckerberg is. He's the genius one. He's the one that developed human skin. He got out of the center of the earth. That was the first thing. He fought his way out of the center of the earth.
Does it
when he
not-
got here, he killed a kid that looks just like what he looks like now. Took his skin, put it on his. Because Zuckerberg is actually 217 years old.
I read about that in
Really?
a book.
Right.
And so he's got knowledge from the center of the earth because we don't go to the center of the earth, so we don't know nothing because he got more knowledge than us. Because, it's just like being in outer space.
Yeah.
Uncharted territory.
Well, there's a crazy thing going on right now. Like we had the fight to the moon the first time with the Russians.
Yeah.
There's now a thing going on, Journey to the Center of the Earth. It's actually going on where it's supposed to be us versus the Russians trying to get there. My question
know
is,
what?
when you get there, what do you find?
I'm going to tell you what's going to happen.
A bunch of hot molten Earth.
You got the earth. You got the Americans and the Russians drilling to the center of the earth at the same time. Boom. You got 2 wide open holes to the center of the earth. That lava is going to come out, cover the earth, and we're all going to die.
Sounds like a good plan.
I mean,
like
that's
it.
what I think that's going to be the new movie.
I
Right?
like it. One man, one desire.
2 holes, 1 center. That's
Hey, that is true.
That's very
That
true.
is true.
That's gonna be a shirt.
There's a theory that there's a hollow Earth and there's a secret society that lives under there.
Ain't no secret society. It's
All right,
molten
Jose,
lava up
are
in
you,
there.
do you believe the Earth's round or flat?
Man, it's round as hell.
Right?
The
I've
only
been on an
thing,
airplane. I know how
See, I have
terrains
too.
work. I've been in Birmingham. If you don't believe that the Earth is round, how you go up and down hills?
Right? Just come to Birmingham.
How the
That's all you
hills
need to
exist
know.
and
Well,
we
no,
ain't higher up in the Earth and stuff like? I mean, I'm just saying like.
the main thing I'm like satellites. How are they thing? That's the one thing because other things like okay maybe, but
you're
then
saying-
satellites. How do you fake that?
I'm just saying these ignorant people are saying
You
that.
could paint a picture, but how's my car sitting there?
True story. About a week ago, somewhere in England, they had a convention of flat Earth people. Okay, and this is the funny part. There's like somewhere between 400 and 500 people that are out there still claiming that the Earth is flat based on some kind of weird principles that they have. 2,000 years ago, we figured out that it was round. Okay, Columbus did not, take his ship off the end of the flat Earth, the frisbee-shaped Earth. Okay.
You can't because Antarctica's an ice wall.
Right. Well, that's it. I guess we're living in Game of Thrones, huh?
The ice giant will come down on us.
Right.
Oh no, it's John Wayne.
No, but okay. How do I get about doing the open mic? Because I am serious about doing it.
I'm gonna hit my dude Tim Spinozzi up.
Okay.
You want to do it on the 11th?
No.
Oh,
I'm not ready.
Okay. Well, I'll talk to him that open mic. Like I introduce
Tim's
you to
still
him.
around.
Tim's Spinozzi.
Okay.
Yeah, he's still
And then
around.
I
Lord
got to
have
do it.
mercy.
And then I want to get with you, and then you can kind of help me.
Yeah,
put my
I'll write
shit
your jokes for you, Josh. Don't worry.
You don't have to write my jokes. I have jokes, but I don't know how to structure.
That's
like,
what's up,
I
man.
just need
I
some
got you.
guidance.
So were you aware of the comedy club in the old days, way back when, before it burned?
No,
over on Green Springs during the snow?
I'm gonna tell you, I actually did not learn about the comedy club until I moved up here. I moved here 5 years ago. And
Gotcha.
so I didn't even know that the state had a comedy club. I always wanted to be a
So I
comedian.
grew up knowing who Bruce Harris was.
See, I didn't know
and-
any of that until I got up here and I started working for him. And once I started working there, I was just in awe of like all the posters and the comedians that had been through. And I'm like, man, y'all have like
It's a
major
super
comedians.
cool environment.
Oh, it sure is. And like, you know, within 3 months, I was hitting the stage. I did my first open mic and I came in second place. And I was like, man, this is cool. And I went on the main stage and, you know, developed a relationship with Bruce, you know, and
Lee?
Who?
Bruce Wayne Lee?
Bruce Wayne Lee.
Did you work with him up there?
I mean, I worked with Bruce Wayne Lee for like
6 minutes.
Man, he was.
Yeah. Anyway,
That's really his birth name.
If I tell you something else, it's the bomb at the comedy club, and a lot of people don't realize this. The comedy's fantastic, okay? But the food is outstanding,
Tim Getches, you know, Tim,
right?
He's
Okay.
still up there. It's Papa
I don't
Bear.
like
I call him Papa Bear,
right?
Oh, Papa, because he like George Papadopoulos from
My
Webster.
goodness,
Really?
gracious,
Yeah,
man.
he looks like Webster's daddy, but with a
what's
full
up.
beard.
That's
So
what's
I'm
up.
like, yo, Papa Bear. He's the one that gave me the name Roscoe.
word.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the one
Yeah.
that
The one
reminded me
that-
of a Vietnam vet or whatever.
Jose.
We got any shows other than the
last
11th?
night.
Other than 11th, you got any shows coming up?
No, I got Slice Fest coming up on the 15th. 15th to 16th.
Oh, that still hasn't came yet.
No, yeah, that's in June.
Okay, word.
Yeah,
we
we
gotta go
still-
check
we
that
still
out.
gearing
Explain
up
where
for
that
that.
is. It's in Lakeview.
It's in Lakeview. Slice, the Bajai Brothers put on a music festival. They shut down Lakeview. You work security? Boom, I'm MCing. So boom, I see you, bro. Give you a shout out on stage and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But it's a beautiful thing. It's the 7th annual one. So they've been doing it for 7 years to celebrate the opening of Slice. And it's right in front of Slice. Slice has their own stage by the
They
building.
cutting that road off.
The whole road is shut down.
Yeah.
Word.
But all the businesses are open and you know, they have like vendors and stuff. Like it's just an awesome day.
When is this?
It's
21st?
the 15th,
15th
or 16th,
of
something
June.
like that.
Dude, that's
I'll
my
be there.
birthday.
I'll be
For
there.
real?
I'll be
June
there.
15th.
You a Juneteenth baby?
I am.
I'm a June 3rd,
What?
1983.
You weren't born in 83? 82 if you 36, bro.
Haven't hit
Oh.
it's not my birthday yet.
But okay. Yeah, 83.
Yeah, you know he identifies as a 36.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm trying to get his birthday right.
Right.
So,
I've tried to work
He
that
tells
out
people,
so
they're
many
just like-
times now. I'm like, wait a minute.
but nah, so you're 34.
Talking to Mike. Yeah,
You're 35.
I'm 36.
No, you're not 36. I was born in 83. I was born in 83 and I turned 35 this year. So you're born in 82.
82. Yeah.
Yeah.
Glad you cleaned that up.
I'm trying trying to help you with your dual identity. You know what I'm saying?
I just guessed.
It's like split.
I identify as I'm living in a different age.
He
A
identifies
different
as a
year.
36-year-old, but he was born in 83. So
Right?
mentally-
Hey, it doesn't really matter.
It don't
these
matter.
days. He
It don't
can
matter.
identify
In other
as
words, he
everyone
had a
too.
crush on Molly Ringwald growing
Right.
up. You know what I'm saying?
Right?
It is.
Paula
what it is.
Abdul was a Laker girl to him.
I know,
you know?
right?
Right?
Hey,
Dude, we had some hot women in the 80s and 90s. I'm just going
Dude.
to say.
who?
Let me tell
Y'all
you.
missed out.
All
We had
of 'em.
Apollonia.
Oh, let
Never heard of him.
Apollonia 6. You don't
Purple
know who
Rain.
Apollonia is?
The chick from Purple Rain.
You and I
Okay,
even watched a
word,
video
word.
of Prince
Yeah,
earlier.
word.
And I said,
I'm
that's one of
terrible
the
with
best
names.
shows I've ever been to.
I'm terrible with names.
I've
Best
never
show
seen
I've ever
Prince,
been to.
man.
It was
I bet that was awesome.
I got to go to the Purple Rain tour.
I bet that
Absolutely
was
the most
amazing.
amazing thing I've ever seen. Absolutely stunning. He more or less did a girl on stage.
I believe that.
I was
'cause
there.
Prince is a freak, man.
He is. Man.
Was
Little
a
bitty
freak,
dude.
man. I'm saying
He's a little bitty dude, too.
in some high heels, just so
Right.
he can look in his woman's eyes when he F's the S out of them.
Right?
Word, word. Excuse
work
his
on my-
harsh letters.
My the comedy show is clean, so I have to clean up my act.
Family oriented.
Yes.
It's gonna be all good, man.
Just don't say damn.
So curious. And I'm
Oh
curious.
no GD.
do you find it hard to do two different types of shows like that? I mean, is it something you have to mentally prepare for?
I'm gonna tell you why I don't find that hard. When I first started writing my jokes, I was at the comedy club, and the Stardom's open mic policy is clean comedy. So when you go to the comedy club, you perform. It's a contest. If you're in first or second place, you're put in the finals, and the finals takes place on the main stage. So my whole thing was, if I have to follow these rules to get to this main stage, and that's what I'm going to do. So in writing my jokes, I did a 5-minute set. It was straight clean. I did my first paid show like a month later. I lied to my boy, and I was like, "Yeah, I got 10 minutes. Yeah. I only had
I'm
the
going
5 minutes.
slow it
I only
down.
had the 5 minutes, but I ended up doing 13 minutes because I turned it dirty. So I figured out it's easier to turn a joke from clean to dirty as
Then it
opposed
is
to turning
from
them
dirty to
Right,
clean.
right.
Sure,
to clean.
sure.
'Cause it
So I
doesn't have
write
the
all
same
my
delivery.
jokes initially as clean jokes
Mm-hmm.
with minimal cuss words. Maybe the content might not be
Sure,
as clean, but the verbiage
Right.
it shows more of my intellect. Like, you know, I do
Sure.
Word.
smart jokes. I've been called a smart comedian. I'm like, that's cool. I can roll with that. Like, because I'm a smart guy.
Better than being a dumb comedian.
Hell yeah, man. I want to be like Pauly Shore.
It's like one, and I'm trying to remember what the guy's name. His name was Iggy, or he's a British comedian, super smart. And if you don't understand politics and
Iggy,
you know,
Eddie
who I'm
Izzard.
talking- yeah, Izzard.
Eddie
okay?
Izzard. He's a
He's got
cross-dresser.
he's got that brilliant mentality though, where you have to be smart to understand
to.
what he's talking about.
Yeah,
you
he's
know?
a cross-dresser, Josh.
Yeah.
Are you good with that?
Yeah, I'm totally good with that.
He's fine with that part, right?
What are you trying to say?
He does his shows in drag sometimes.
He
I'm just
does.
saying.
I'm
He
fine
does.
with that.
He acts as a man, but then he'll do his shows as a
As a
drag
female.
queen.
Hey,
Right.
you only YOLO once, you know?
Hey,
Right.
YOLO, YOLO, YOLO.
$20, $20.
Oh,
$20 is
But-
$20.
Yeah, make sure you go to open mic night at the Comedy Club on the 11th, next Friday,
next
correct?
Friday night.
So is that are you Friday, Saturday, or
No, it's just Friday.
Friday
night.
night.
I gotta work Saturday night.
All right, well, I'll be there.
Bartender, y'all come out to see me at Sky Castle.
The funny bartender.
In fact, I might not be working Saturday. No, it's Cinco de Mayo. No, the
Oh, you
next
have
Saturday
to work
night.
on Cinco
No,
de
the next
Mayo.
Saturday night I'll be working Saturday morning, not Saturday night. So y'all come see me Saturday morning. Come tell me how y'all.
let him tell you no?
Word.
Yeah,
I'm game. I'm game.
and if you come to the show from hearing it on this show, let me know. Come talk to me after the show and say, "Hey, Jose, I heard you on Almost Legal Podcast."
That's awesome.
Let me know, man. We'll record something. You know what I'm saying? I want to meet the people. I want to meet the fans that I'm talking to.
Do it. We're
Wanna
growing.
meet you.
Hey, you know,
I'm talking to this beautiful ass
our
mic right now.
billboard is days
Oh,
away
it's
from
days
coming.
away, man. It's coming.
Hey man, y'all better hurry up that billboard because Alexander Shinara is on the move.
No, we taking it. You know when you're getting right up a Zydeco and it splits off, it forks off?
Yeah.
20th Street
That
right there.
For real?
That
Yes,
billboard.
dude. Prime spot.
Hell yeah, that's a
It's
prime
I know.
happening.
spot.
Also,
Prime traffic.
merchandise will be available for pre-order in about a week. Products will be available as supply lasts. They should be in 2 to 3 weeks. Also, if you like what you heard, please go rate and subscribe on iTunes, Google Play, whatever podcast app, and also subscribe on YouTube. Hit the bell icon, that way you'll be notified when you go live, and you can call into the show, interact with us, have some good conversation. And yeah, until